Tell me something, Nanny. You lost 70 pounds. I'm trying to lose 130.
4 years ago, I was looking like this. All right, a very hey, I'll let your imagination run wild. You can think of any adjective you want. I was looking like I was a very, very big boy, and now today I'm looking like this. All right, don't get me wrong. I'm not Dwayne The Rock Johnson or anything, but lads, I feel like you can tell the difference between the two pictures, all right? And I even had people, like, I posted it on Instagram, the side by side. I had people, obviously, people were lovely. Like, thank you so much to everybody in the comments down below.
You're welcome, dude.
On Instagram, whatever. But I had a few people, like, they were like, this is fake. Like, what's the AI app you use to edit this, bro? Need that. Like, people thought it was fake. But also, a lot of people were, like, reaching out privately and, like, messaging me saying, like, oh, you know, that you've really inspired me. What did you do? How did you do it? So I thought I could, to be fair, I could have just replied to the people that said that, but I thought, hey, let's make a YouTube video on it. I'm not going to sit here and tell you, like, I'm not forcing a BS guy down your throat. I'm not here to make money off weight loss or whatever. And I guess I should preface this by saying, he said it. He said it. I'm not a coach. I'm not a personal trainer. I don't really know, but obviously something's gone right for me. So I thought, yeah, I would literally, I wrote on my phone, on my notes app, like pretty much, but basically what I did, yeah, I do want to start by saying, so obviously this is a large difference here, but I also went on like a weight loss journey before, which most of you, well, not most of you, some of you guys will probably remember. Here is like here, to be fair, this one I'm probably a little bit heavier in, but yeah, I went from that to this. And this was in 2022. So to be honest with you, this was like 2 years ago. And if we compare the two pictures from here and here, there's not much difference. Like there's a little bit. I'll explain. Like
he just actually added weightlifting to it.
My original weight loss journey, which took me from 240 pounds, which but I don't know why I do it in American, but like basically it took me from 108 kg to 77 kg. So someone could do the maths there. And that's, I'll be honest, that's what I'm at now. I'm 77 kg right now, which is just under 170 pounds. So this picture here and this picture here, I weigh the exact same amount, but you can hopefully see a little difference. Like, don't get me wrong, in 2 years, right? In 2 years, this is not like an insane transformation by any means. I'll be honest, I kind of slacked, but I'm now in the stage of like, it's called, again, I'm going to try and use words, but I apologize if they're wrong.
I'm going to try and use words.
Phase of like recomposition right now, which is basically where you try not gain weight, but you just add muscle. So, you know, I'm looking a little bit like, I don't know, there's a word, like, I look a little bit malnourished, to be honest with you, and now I look a little bit more fit. So this is what I'm trying to say is, like, I'm not a coach, I'm not a PT, so take my advice with a pinch of salt, but also I will tell you what I did, but I'm also going to tell you stuff that I would have done, you know, now I've gone through it, whatever, and just hopefully help you out. So yeah, without further ado, boys, I've got a little list on my phone here. Weight loss, all right? Let's just start with the obvious. You've probably heard it a million times, but it's literally...
if you get subscribed, maybe.
There's no secrets. There's no hidden guide. Don't get me wrong. I will try and give you some tips and tricks to help me along the way. But when you go down to it, when you strip it down to the core, to lose weight, you need to be in a calorie deficit. It's as simple as that. You need to be in a calorie deficit. Danny, what does a calorie deficit mean? Maybe you're completely new to this. Welcome. All right. A calorie deficit is your, well, I'll Google the exact definition, all right, just so you know I've got the right thing here. A calorie deficit is when a person consumes less calories than they burn. So to put it simply, say I burn 2,000 calories a day, which probably not, probably a little bit higher. Let's just say I burn 2,000 a day, but I'm eating 1,800 a day. I'm in a deficit of 200. Now, this is important because you cannot lose weight unless you are in a calorie deficit. And a lot of this is like, I'll speak about it a lot like later in the video, but this is where a lot of people go wrong. They say, all right, cool, calorie deficit, Danny. I need to eat less and do more. Yeah, you do, but there's a good way of going about it. And what I did 4 years ago is just type in calorie deficit calculator. I mean, they're all the same, but I use this one. It's calculator.net. I'll leave a link in the description down below. It's this website. Yeah, I'll leave a link in the description. But this is what I did 4 years ago, and this worked for me beautifully. And literally, all you do is you type in all your stats, right? So I'm 21, I'm a male. How tall am I in centimeters? I'm 5'10", lads. Here's a real.
How tall am I in
There's my real height,
centimeters?
Leet. 5'10" in centimeters. 60 in what? No, 5'10" in what was that? 177.8. Wait, hold on. Sorry, I'm messing this up completely.
1 hour later.
That's not right. Oh, fuck. 5'10" in centimeters. There we go. Right. So basically, you put all your details in, yeah, and you say what activity. So right now, like, be honest here. Don't if you don't do a lot of exercise, don't put extra active, all right? But I would say I'm active, all right? And then you click calculate, and then bang, you get these stats, all right? So maintain weight, mild weight loss, blah blah. So basically, all I'd recommend, all I did was look at your maintenance weight. This is the weight. If you eat this amount of calories every day, and it's all different to everybody else. This is why
He's actually doing a good job at
make sure you
explaining
eat
this. It's
2,000
kind of
calories a
crazy.
day. It's all different.
Not many people
Someone might be
understand
watching
this that well.
your height and weight and your activity level all plays a play. So if you want to lose weight, make sure you're doing this yourself and not just taking someone else's word. So basically, take your maintenance weight, which is for me 2,761. That means if I eat that amount of calories every single day for the rest of my life, I will stay this weight forever. Now, what I did was get my maintenance weight, 2,761, right? Go in a calculator, or you probably could just use your brain. But you get your maintenance weight, for me, that right there. And then what I want you to do is take away 300 to 500, depending on, how much you want to do. Let's just meet in the middle with, say, 400. Boom. So what I would do is just eat 2,361 calories, which means I'm in a deficit of 400 every single day. Now, let me drop you some ball knowledge, all right? Basically, 1 pound of fat is 3,500 calories. We're going to get numbers here, all right? Just stay with me. 1 pound of fat is 3,500 calories, right? So that means if I'm in a deficit of 400 calories every day, 7 days, that's 2,800, all right? And then that's 1 week, right? Then we times that by 4, which is a month. Boom. So that means I have done that, right? 11,200. Again, sorry, this is like maths class here. But basically, over the course of a month, if I do a 400 calorie deficit every day, I would have lost 3.2 pounds. 3.2 pounds of fat. Again, and the more deficit you're in, the better. But that's where it gets a bit techie. If I'm in a deficit of 500,
Who knew that Danny Aaron's had a fucking brain on him, dude? This is actually really smart.
500, which meant every single week I was losing a pound a week, basically. But this is where people they go wrong. All right, they go wrong. They'd be like, all right. So what I just explained there, if I'm in a deficit of 400 or whatever, I'm not, you're not losing a pound a week, right? A pound is 3,500. You're losing 2,800. You're not losing a pound a week, and you get maybe frustrated or whatever. So normally what people would do, they'd be in a deficit of like 1,000 or whatever. They'd practically, not even practically, they'd just starve themselves, all right? They would just not eat a lot. And yeah, you'll lose weight. You're 100%. If you don't have a lot of calories, you'll lose weight. But my number one tip for a calorie deficit is the top of my list is sustainability. All right, what does that mean? It needs to be sustainable. All right, this is at the end of the day, boys, you can't really cheat weight loss. All right, you can't really cheat it. So when I mean it needs to be sustainable,
unless you get on that Ozempic,
it means
don't do that.
You could probably
get
get your
stones,
maintenance calories, 2,700 for me, and take away 1,000, and then bosh, you're in a deficit of 1,700. Is that right? Yeah, you're in a deficit of now 1,700, which now is great because you're losing like stupid amount of weight, but it's not sustainable, and you'll see it all the time. People will, oh, it's Monday morning.
Then you'll hit the
gym
binge
grind
sesh.
starts. I'm gonna lose so much weight, and you do for like a week, and then you crash. That's why you need to do just a little deficit, 300 to 500, genuinely maximum 500. Because that's like a long-term thing. At the end of the day, losing weight is a lifestyle change. You can't you can't live your life for the rest of your life eating 1,500 calories or whatever. Obviously, it's all relative. But yeah, sustainability is my number one, followed by consistency, which kind of just goes hand in hand. If it's sustainable, it's going to be consistent. Do you know what I mean? And
they play ball.
One thing I will say in consistency is make sure you're doing. So honestly, you could probably not even exercise and lose weight just by eating
For
right.
sure.
Diet, you'll hear it all the time. Diet is like pretty much
60 to 80% of it all.
It is the most important thing. I'll let you on a little secret, boys. This little weight loss journey here that took, that lost me what, 70 pounds of fat or whatever. I did not go to the gym once. I promise you, I did not go to the gym once in this transformation here. All I did was walk an hour every single day. Because for me, I love walking. And that's what I mean by consistency. You need to find what you enjoy. So for me, in this time period, I did not enjoy gym. I tried, I went, I didn't enjoy it, all right? Some would say, oh, it's not there to be enjoyed or whatever. Just go in there and get gains or whatever. But for me personally, in this time, I didn't enjoy it. And for me to be consistent, and I think for a lot of people to be consistent, you need to enjoy it. At the end of the day, as I keep saying, this is a lifestyle. So, yeah.
I like how he's at least just being honest. A lot of people would be scared to talk about a lot of this stuff.
So I walked. Maybe you like running,
100%.
cycling, swimming, even like badminton or football or basketball or whatever. Find what you enjoy, and then you're always like, you just consistently do it. Because when I was going on my walks, I wasn't like, ugh, I need to go on a walk to lose weight. I wanted to go on a walk, and for me, that helps a lot. And what I will say is, you don't have to be perfect. In this transformation, I will focus on this a lot, obviously, because like this is the new transformation, I guess. But this was like the main one because, hey, if it weren't for this one, then I wouldn't have got.
And you got to realize too, man, you like, not to say that you have to fight the thing in your head, but like a lot of the people that go from like really fat to like a weight like this, or even with like success in life, people who go from being like very poor to just very successful, those people, like, they get those same like little thoughts that you get in your head when you want to quit or you want to give up. And those people, the only difference between them and you is that they sit there and they fight that shit in their head and they say, nah, you know what? Today's that day. I just need to get in there. I just need to go do it. I just need to get this work done. I just need to get this workout done. I need to, you know what I'm saying? I need to get up and go and actually get this whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference.
Here, do you get me? By the way, still a lot of work to be done. I need to get that six-pack, all right? But, yeah, you don't have to be perfect. In this weight loss journey, so for the 2 years here, this is exactly 2 years apart, every single Saturday, without fail, every single Saturday, I would have a lovely takeaway. I would have a Chinese, an Indian, Five Guys. Every single Saturday, without fail, I would eat lovely Monday to Friday and Sunday. 6 days a week, I would eat bosh, clean, very nice, whatever, do my walks. Saturday, day off, didn't do anything. I literally was lazy as ever, and yeah, I had a massive takeaway. Now, for me, it worked, do you know what I mean? Because the other 6 days a week, I was very disciplined. Maybe you don't have to do it every week. Maybe, you know, if I didn't do that every week, I probably would have lost weight a lot quicker. But again, it's all about the sustainability. If you're 7 days a week, every single day, eating perfect, training, like, you know, going gym, whatever. For me, it's just, I wouldn't sustain that. Maybe you're different, give it a try or whatever. But yeah, don't be afraid to have a little cheat meal. Do you know what I mean? Like, you don't have to be perfect. One thing I will say, like, I'll be honest, the only thing I looked at, or the only thing I, like, when it came to tracking, like, food, genuinely, the only two things I looked at was calories and protein. That's all I cared about. You'll get people like, oh, don't eat carbs or don't eat fat. I didn't look at any of that. All I looked at was the calories, made sure I stuck to my calorie goal, and just if it had good protein. At this time, this transformation, I didn't have a protein goal. Now I'm trying to build muscle. I do have a protein goal, which I believe they recommend. Like, let me check this. Like, basically, I'm having, like...
Check the statistics.
Let me just check what, like, the protein goal should be. Again, you could just do the same thing. Protein calculator.
And that's the easiest way, bro. Like, they have calculators for fucking everything.
And it will tell you how much protein you have
honestly.
a day.
And then a lot of the best ways to keep control of this is something like My Protein. That's a good app to get.
Guys will say, like, it's like half your body weight. I need to find out.
MyFitnessPal is a good app to get.
Advice. Yeah, here we go. So it's between 1.2 and 2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight. So if I'm 77, the minimum I should be eating a day is 92.4. And well, I guess there's not really a maximum, but, you know, but if it is, it will be 154. So right now I'm eating 150 grams of protein a day. But for me personally, it's not the end of the world if you don't hit your protein goal, but that is one thing I would change in this weight loss journey, because yeah, I look a little bit malnourished. You know what I mean? At least now I got a little bit of muscle on me, and that's because I was basically like, I wasn't too strict on the protein, just the calories, which does work. As I lost fat, but I also lost muscle. So that's the only thing I would change about my journey. Is just make sure you're getting your protein in, and protein's very easy. Protein's extremely easy to get in. You know, good food, chicken, whatever, chicken, meat. But worst case, lads, look at, like, everyone knows now. There's bloody protein powder, protein
Find a cute
shakes,
pregnant
there's
girl in your
protein
area.
pancakes,
You can get some
protein
good titty milk, you know? That'll be
everywhere.
good
Now, obviously,
protein.
everyone would recommend getting your protein in properly, like with, you know, chicken, with meat or whatever. But, like, you know, worst case scenario, you need some protein. Just have a protein shake or whatever. It's not going to kill you. It will help you reach your goal. But lads, honestly, I don't know what more I can say. Basically, just to conclude, make sure you're in a calorie deficit, but not a mental one. Just get your maintenance calories from the calorie website linked in the description. Find out your maintenance calories, subtract it by 300 to 500, stick to it. Don't be afraid to have, you know, a cheat day if you feel like you've deserved it. But obviously, don't make a cheat day don't make it, oh, I had a cheat day yesterday, I want another one. Do you know what I mean? Make sure you're, like, not strict, but do you know what I mean? Like, make sure cheat day's not every day. I had it once a week. Maybe every other week would be better. I don't really know. Maybe you could even go once a month. Who knows? It's just what you're capable of doing.
Yeah, I would say the best thing you can do for yourself with the cheat day recommendation is make like a first goal for yourself, and once you hit that goal, give yourself a cheat day, and then make another weight goal for yourself, and then once you hit those goals, then give yourself a cheat day. Don't give yourself a scheduled cheat day.
Yeah, be in a calorie deficit. Make sure
as
what
far
you're
as
doing
like once
is
a week.
something you enjoy.
It's just because
find
then you'll just be thinking about it. You'll start to get more food.
Absolutely anything.
Every
and
time.
Yeah,
Don't do it.
Make sure it's sustainable. Lads, make sure it's fun. Losing weight is fun, man. Genuinely, you'll fall in love with the process. I hope this has helped you out, guys. Genuinely, please comment down below. Like, if you need any more advice, if you've watched this whole video, you still, like, maybe I didn't answer a certain question you had in your head. Comment it down below, lads, and I'll be replying to all the comments, helping you guys out. Again, I'm not a coach, I'm not a PT, so don't take it too much to heart, but I'm just a guy trying to help you out. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Please leave me a like and subscribe if you guys are new, and I'll catch you guys again soon. Peace.